Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, ready! 60 or.
Hey, let's go!
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Let's go!
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. AT Gator.
I got
Yes, yes.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shit.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
A first down carry for Henry. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 15.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. We're scoreless after 1. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Right there. Drum team spill. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go! Bravo! Ready, go!
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Yep. Wahoo! Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. You. Mike's 54. Let's go. 54.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
56, right there, 56. Danny.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Black. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
36. Watch out.
On 1st down, it's Chandler. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You must be dreaming.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check 53.
Pilot, 64, read.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's able to find Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Check. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
Lock now on first down. And the grab by Croft. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Locke. They'll let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Locke looks to throw it again. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. From the 16, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Down. 18 Gator.
54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On third and long, it's Locke. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the catch made by Johnson. He's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Switch. Check 4. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah. Alpha. Here we go again. Mike 54. Mike 54. Check tight end, check tight.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Reuben Foster picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Let's go.
Hey, Sam off. Go, Cheetah, Cheetah. Shoot.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's go now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's go.
Go, go. Go.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Off now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, wahoo.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Locke going to go on 4th down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
50 plant.
Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Locke now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
61. Matchbox, right. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch safety 3. Watch safety. Let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
10 Lobo. Let's go, G. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Set. Hey. 54. Mike, 54. All day, just like that.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch the run, watch the run. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
54 Mike. Check.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Locke again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Complete. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On play action, they'll throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. 1st down and goal to go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
80 weapon, 80 weapon. Rush in, rush in, rush hard.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that run.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Right there. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Red. 70 in. 54. Mike, 54. Know your job. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch the hand. 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week